Steve here with Alloyed RPG. Today is Saturday, April 5th. It is a beautiful day, and even better because I'm going to South Carolina Comicon. Going to take the trusty Honda all the way into Greenville, and today's goal is really for me to simply meet some great artists and shed a little bit of light on their story. I'll do some B-roll footage and stuff like that, but today is just a fun day. So why don't you join me? Let's hop on the bike. Let's head to Greenville. Well, that was a beautiful bike ride. Made it to the convention, and one of the early ones here, actually, in the first section on the parking, but this place is going to fill up really soon. So I'm going to head on into the convention hall and wait in line for the next hour and a half. As is usually the case, even though I'm here an hour and a half early, you can see that the line is already way down. I've got to go all the way down to the end of the line where that guy with the sign is. But always a good time to people watch, and for sure you'll see some interesting cosplay and characters. Okay, it is now 9:30, and pretty much we're still a half hour away, and you can see this is already filled in the convention hall, and all the way out here it is wrapped around the building all the way over there. So good thing we've got nice weather for sure. Hopefully things will start moving once they open the doors. All right, let's take a little walk here and see everybody. Yeah, pretty cool. Everybody's friendly and waving. Nice. Got Deadpool in the house. Pretty cool. All right, I'm going to pop over to see my friend Steve Conley over here. He is the writer-creator of The Middle Age, and yeah, I always say hello to him. He's a buddy of mine. Definitely check out his stuff as well. So, really great guy, really cool stuff. All right, I am here at About Time Comics with Eric Dodson, and just doing a little bit of an interview so I can introduce you to him. He's got this very cool comic called Godsend that I'm interested in. I'll zoom in on that in just a second, but good to meet you, Eric, and tell me a little bit about your business and about Godsend in particular.
All right, our business started as a joint effort between myself and Lee Giles, down in Georgia about 20-some years ago, or probably close to 30 years ago. We just finally got together and started telling our stories, and we never really did anything with them. And then about 2013, we said it's about time for us to do our actually publish.
Perfect.
We'd put out little ones, but our first one actually got published in 2013. So Godsend seemed like we had 3 different titles, but Godsend seemed like the main one everyone was attracted to, drawn to. So we just concentrated on it, kind of put the others on the back burner for a little while. but Godsend is more of a supernatural heroish type. A young guy goes to Boston for his big job. On the way, this monk type character hands him what turns out to be the Godsend sword. Turns him into Godsend, and then the modern day Templar Knights are after him. The demons are after him. A girl gets involved. We finally got like the first 6 issues of an origin story.
Okay. And what inspired you to start writing it in the first place?
This one was actually the brainchild of Lee Giles, who is not here right now.
Okay.
So this one, I just became like the main anchor on the series.
Okay.
He came up with the idea, the story, and he got together with a writer, Peter McLeod, over in Australia.
Okay.
And they hashed it out, scripted it out, and then we just started putting it out.
Nice. And do you guys have any kind of a website and all that I can tell the people about? AboutTimeComics.com. Okay.
We're on Facebook and Twitter and all the other things as well.
All right. And what are you excited about in the future? Upcoming, no spoilers, but you know.
Upcoming, we're hoping to get more Godsend out. We have also our other titles. Red Scare is kind of like our zombie take.
Okay.
The Dreamer is getting revamped. It's waiting on me to finish inks on it.
Okay.
Lee has another book in the works called Magpie. I have another book in the works called Ape. We just have different things we produced for a guy, Scott Wilkie, who kind of is working with Lee on other things. So we got a few things in the works.
Okay.
Also did the children's book with my sister, so we did that one. I was fortunate enough to do ink cover for Flash Gordon, so it's, just things like that, just little things that hopefully within this year we'll start seeing more. Yeah.
Now, how long have you been inking, and is that your full-time career?
No, I have another job that I work in the medical field.
Okay. What do you do?
I work on medical equipment.
Okay. I'm a surgical nurse, so.
Okay, good deal. I'm the biomed.
Biomed? On the implant side or on the equipment side?
The equipment side.
Okay.
And then this is all just a side job.
Yeah.
Hobby, fun.
Gotta have it.
So we just enjoy getting out to the conventions and getting it out to people.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Then other than that, that's,
okay.
Enjoy it.
Very cool. Well, again, check it out. That is About Time Comics, and Godsend is the name of the comic. I'm here again with Josh Carter and Calvin Harris to tell us about Papa Bear Comics.
Papa Bear Comics. Oh, well, Papa Bear Comics came from having a daughter who called me Papa Bear, and it stuck.
All right.
So just after I got finished raising my kids and stuff like that, I figured, hey, you know what? It's my time. So I wanted to put some books out, and we got started. And I met Josh.
Okay.
After I had an idea of a book called The Downtrodden, and so being an artist, you can write, but you can't write necessarily good. I think I write average, but I needed someone who was great at writing, and we just decided to team up and put some things together. Yeah.
Now, how did you guys actually meet?
We met at our day jobs.
Okay.
We had the same day job, just coincidence. As they got to know me, he's been there for years. But as they got to know me, now I've been there for years.
He's been there for years too.
Now. But it's like, oh, this new guy, he likes comics. You might need to talk to Calvin. Like, Calvin likes comics. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, we can talk to Calvin. I didn't know him.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't work in the same department or anything. Same company, obviously. Yeah. And so we just eventually crossed paths. We did talk about comics. And I think he said before, like, a lot of times if someone says they like comics, it's because they see Marvel movies.
Sure.
Or they watch movies, and they're like, I love comics.
Not the same thing.
But I'm like, yeah, I love movies too. I like the Marvel movies, but I like comics.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So it sort of helped us because we both liked comics.
Yeah. So where are you guys based?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
That's the best way to put it, Johns Creek and all that, but Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, I was born right outside Atlanta. I was born in Atlanta. I grew up outside Atlanta.
And is Papa Bear, is it one series, or do you have several different series of comics?
So Papa Bear is the company itself. The series itself is called The Downtrodden.
Okay.
So I'm originally, I claim Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
And so I wanted to do a theme of a Southern supernatural.
You can show the cover there. I see. Yeah. Let's show it up to the people.
There you go. It's my turn.
There you go.
Yeah. So, what are we talking about?
So about doing the Southern Supernatural, and he added goth in there.
Yeah, a little gothic,
Okay.
urban fantasy thing is what
Okay.
I'm going for.
So what makes it a Southern superhero?
What's out now?
No.
Let me correct you there.
Okay, yeah, please,
It's not
please do.
superhero.
Okay.
It's definitely not superhero. If you're looking for a bunch of capes and stuff, which I have no problem with capes because I grew up on capes. You know, listen, this is not the book. They
This
don't
is
have
perfect.
capes. They have a guy in there with a uniform, but you'll have to figure out if you think he's bad or good.
Okay.
We would like to say he's a weapon.
Okay.
But no, this is about ordinary people like me and you who will walk around and they get abilities and see what they are willing to do to get what they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a like an underlying sort of theme, or any place that you're without spoiler alerting, where you're kind of headed?
It's right on the back of it actually. I say right here. It's what happens when power and desire intersect.
Okay.
And I actually had somebody at the last show we were at. He said, "Isn't that what every story is about?" And no, it's not. Especially when it comes to comics.
Yeah.
Like, think of your capes, your superheroes. Spider-Man or whoever doesn't save people because they want to. They save people because they feel the need to.
Right.
So this is literally a story about power, having powers, and what you want.
Yeah.
And how far you will go for what you want, not what you need.
Yeah. And some of it, I'll say this. It's showing that we have more things in common than differences.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you want to survive, you better get together and work together too.
That's true too. That's true.
Yeah. Very cool. So what's sort of next on your project docket for you guys?
So we have Downtrodden series. We got to finish it up. This is volume 1 or issue 1. We're working on the 2 following. We call the next one a 0 issue, so it sort of goes back, and then 3 or part 2, and then 3 and 4.
Dare we call it a prequel?
It's a prequel.
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
prequel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All
fair.
right.
It's a prequel.
All right. I already
Same
messed up once, so
No, you're good. So we're working on coloring for that. That's coming out. We should have the Kickstarter up next month at the latest.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm working on sort of a follow-up series.
Okay.
Different character, but something that we think is very exciting and very good.
Working title able to share or not yet?
I'll share it. So it's called Apex.
Okay.
And what we've done, the way we set up the universe, it's set up where we can explain any type powers, any type of expansion. And I think it does a good job on why this person has these abilities. And I would say this, it's our Superman with issues.
Yeah, Apex is going to be our Superman, but with
Superman
issues.
with issues. That'll work. All right. Well, there you go. Check it out. And what's the website? People can go check it out.
It's papabearcomics.com.
And my website is jcarterwrites.
Okay.
The verb.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for me today at South Carolina Comicon 2025. I'm going to head back on the bike and edit this stuff. So met some really great people here as always, and definitely check out the websites of these artists and writers. You might find some good stuff. You may even just find your next very cool adventure. Thanks again for watching, and may your dice always roll with advantage.